Shalom. Giving all praises to the Heavenly Father, YAHAWAH, BaHa SHAM, YAHAWASHI, BaHa SHAM, RAWCHAA QADASH. Double honors to the apostles, the bishops, the elders at Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations as always to the elect. I want to do a short response to this hypocrisy. As you can see, the title of the video by Haman, all right, the accuser Malone, Hebrews stop marrying kids. All right, and it's very interesting with all of the filth that comes out of the Christian and Catholic Church. All right, when we bring those things up, you know, their deflection is, well, that doesn't apply to all of us. All right, but here it is. You have this individual who supposedly him and this mother of the 13-year-old child belonged to the Hebrew Israelite faith. All right, they weren't in a camp from what we know, because we addressed this. This happened in 2017. But he continues on his slander campaign. All right, and we told, all right, you all that this was stupid. All right, all that we here at Great Millstone have ever brought out is how things were done in the ancient world. All right, where you had women who were given into marriage, all right, after they passed the flower of their age. And a lot of you people lost your minds, and, you know, that was your point of a slander campaign. All right, whenever you get cut, you just bring out, oh, ain't they rapists? Ain't they pedophiles? You know, and all of this crap, you know, in which we still stand on it. All right, and we've always asked you all to prove otherwise. Prove us wrong. All right, but it's just an emotional rant that you all go on. Okay, and there's no way you can bring out ancient customs and they fit into today's society. All right, now this mother gave her daughter into marriage supposedly with this 47-year-old man, which I don't know the outcome of this story. I don't know if he was sentenced. I don't know if it was, you know, found out to be true. But if you look at the title, it says Hebrews stop marrying kids. Okay, so we don't have the comfort, all right, to just say, well, that don't apply to us. That's them. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to look up. We're just going to type it into Google. All right, we're going to type in Christian youth pastor, okay, and pedophilia, and we'll also look up the Catholic Church. And the question stands, as the scriptures speak on, being partial in judgment. All right, and that's all Vocab Malone has ever showed. Okay, and we're not ashamed of the ancient customs and how things were done in the ancient world. Hell, there's things that are far worse than that custom. All right, the stoning of children, the stoning of people who are a part of the alphabet community. All right, if a woman, you know, went and, you know, two men were fighting, and the wife of one of the men went and hit, you know, the guy fighting her husband in the nutsack, her hand would get chopped off. Okay, there's far worse, okay, if you want to call them that, laws, more bizarre laws and ways of the ancient world that if you saw them being practiced here in this world, you lose your mind. Okay, but that's what these individuals do. They use the mindset of the West and its filthy, right, evil, wicked way against the ancient way, all right, to use it as a way to make those of us who are teaching the truth look evil and wicked. That's why the scriptures say they are of the world, therefore the world heareth them. Those of you who watch these videos and look up things for yourselves know well that in the ancient world, all right, women were given into marriage after they passed the flower of their age. Okay, and we'll just look it up. But also, let's look up, all right, what we said we're going to look up. Okay, and that shows you that they're desperate. So we're going to type in Christian youth pastor, and let's just see what comes up. Pedophilia. Okay, you Christians need to sweep around your own front door. All right, Now, teacher and former youth pastor is the latest member of a clergy in a rural Texas county accused of what? Accused of child sex crimes over the past few weeks. Okay? Numerous sex crimes, right? Okay? Fox 4 News, 14 girls sexually abused by North Texas youth pastor. New Jersey youth pastor pleads guilty to multiple sex abuse crimes against minors. Preacher accused of enabling pedophile at Creationist Dino theme park. TikTok lawyer lists 6 offenders to make point about drag queens, yada, yada, yada. Then evangelical cult leader assassinated Santa Claus in front of a bunch of kids. Okay. A youth pastor was a pedophile. I mean, it goes on and on and on. Okay, and we can keep going, right? We can keep going. We know that this is an ongoing theme in the Christian church. Okay, let's just type in Christian church. And pedophilia. See what comes up there. Yeah, up to 3,200 pedophiles worked in French Catholic Church since 1950. Catholic Church, all right, child sexual abuse. Okay, so while they have this one individual, which he wasn't a part of a camp, there's no camp you could have linked him to, but okay, he believes he's an Israelite. All right, they did that, which that's stupid. We stand on you be stupid as hell to try to take these ancient customs and practice them in Babylon the Great, because your ass is gonna go straight to jail. Okay, and we're on camera saying that. We're on record saying if none of our members or any of you people who call yourselves Israelites try to take these ancient customs and practice them, you're stupid as hell, and you're gonna get what you deserve. Okay, as we are to be subject, all right, to the the laws of the land. Okay, the Lord didn't give us the go ahead to say, well, this is how it was done in the ancient world, so I'm gonna do it. Nah, we can't do that. All right, but when we teach, we bring out the truth of the matter, and you people lose your minds. Mega church pastor accused of sleeping with 16-year-old after he admits adultery. The Pope Benedict knew about the abuse of the Catholic Church. I mean, all we have to do is just type in Catholic Church. Let's switch this around. All right. And this is just one search. I mean, and they're not going to bring up everything, but it's so much that happens. 10 times the Baltimore Catholic Church covered up child sexual abuse. I mean, so we see where it's going. Okay? I mean, it goes on and on and on. Right? I mean, we know what's up. Okay? And we'll get the scripture. Oh shit, I misspelled church. Maybe that's why it's... Hold up. Yeah, I mean, this is an ongoing thing. Over 4,800 child victims in Portuguese church scandal. Okay? This is what they do. And you notice, look at all these Edomites. It's always Esau. Right? But all of them are in that spirit, no matter what race you're in. All right? The Christian church breeds that kind of behavior, and the Catholic Church. Okay? I mean, we can go on and on and on. Especially those youth pastors in the Christian church. Beware. All right? That's why we tell you to leave out from the Christian church. All right? But yet, you don't see Vocab Malone doing a video against them. Okay? The scriptures speak about what? Being partial. All right? Being partial. This is the book of 1 Timothy 5 and 21. I charge thee before God and the Lord YAHAWASHI HaMashiach and the angels that thou observe these things without preferring one another, doing nothing by partiality. All right, James 3:17. But the wisdom that is from above is pure, then peaceable, gentle, and easy to be entreated, full of mercy, good fruits, without partiality and without hypocrisy. All right, and the scriptures tell you about the hypocrite. All right, the joy of the hypocrite. Okay. All right, Job 20 and 4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon the earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment? All right, you don't think it's rather hypocritical? Because one thing about the Hebrew Israelites, we get on other Israelites as well as you Christian Catholics and everybody else. All right, but when you watch the videos of the likes of Vocab, Malone, and the rest of these Christians, all they're doing is acting like the only evil that's going on in the world, okay, is happening via the Hebrew Israelites. All right, because the way this world is going, okay, there's look at this madness. There's all kind of attacks on children. Okay? Let's see if we can find some. Yeah, the gender bender surgery that they're pushing on children. You agree with that, Vocab Malone? See, the only time you'll speak out on the alphabet community is when they put alphabet behavior in the Transformers movie. All right? That's when Vocab gets mad. Okay? Let's see here. Yeah, let's check this out. Okay? Target introduces alphabet clothing line for infants. This nigga got a tongue ring, man. That's not worthy of a short or a video, Vocab. Who states sex education starts from birth? UN seeks to decriminalize sex with minors. Okay, and when you go into the minors, they're talking about. I mean, they be having 4-year-olds, 3-year-olds. What about the Epstein Island? A bunch of Christians and JEWs in that. Okay, as a matter of fact, let's look up the JEW issue with this. All right, you can just look at the titles. Yeah, look at whoa. Oh wow! Check this title out. Your name was recently mentioned on this site too, Vocab. You joined hand in hand to provide information for this site, I believe, right? And if I'm wrong, hey, I admit I'm wrong, but I remember your name was mentioned, giving some insight on the Hebrew Israelites for this site, or it may be the one that Dr. Brown is associated with. I don't know for sure, but look at this. Look at this title. Okay, the age of consent in Israel is 16 for all genders, but can be as low as 14. Now, where's the outcry on that? Okay, are they marrying kids? And don't let us go in on these people. Again, we can go all day if this is the game you want to play, but we just do this to show your hypocrisy. Now, let's just look up the question: what was marriageable age in ancient Israel? see here. Biblical tie-in, ancient Israel. I just typed that in. Goodness gracious. Okay, during the period of ancient Israel, era of David or Solomon, at what age could a woman be married in the ancient world? Yada, yada, yada. As such, people got married as soon as puberty. So most people were married, all right, at 12 or 13. Okay? I mean, this is off of, this is basic research, I mean, which we can go deeper. And you got Israelites that are ashamed of this. Hell, I didn't make, I didn't start this. I'm just reading the history. It's like we bring out these ancient customs, right? And we get demonized for them. But we ain't the ones who did it. So who do y'all really have a problem with when we bring these things out? Okay, and of course, we don't teach people that we're to do this now. We're just bringing out ancient customs, and none of you have been able to prove otherwise. You just use slander, and again, that's running out. But even you Israelite camps who try to use this, people are seeing through this crap, man. We didn't make this fact up. Again, a period in a woman represents that she is what? Now producing eggs to bear seed. Am I making that up? All right. Now, in every case, did that mean every woman was given into marriage at that age? No. We just bring out the custom for what it is, man. The scriptures talks about seeking the ancient path, and y'all ashamed of it. I mean, right here, puberty and age 20 has been considered the ideal time for men and women to be wed. I mean, and thus considered the duty of every Israelite to marry as early in life as possible. All right, being that sex consummates marriage, that would be after puberty. Okay, and you can just look it up, man. In ancient biblical times, okay. Damn, I mean, this site, I believe I've seen this before, but I mean, it goes in ancient biblical times. Okay. In biblical times, among faithful children of God, marriage proceeded producing offspring. All right. Further, God's people value children. All right. To the extent. All right. God's people value children to the extent that giving good physical health by birth prospective parents, children typically entered into marriage as early as 9 months after marriage. Yada, yada, yada. Under Judaism, boys would marry or make religious vows at 14, betrothal period, and girls at 12 years old, both only with parental permission. Okay, so when you look at that situation that Vocab had in ancient times, all right, and you did have older men who, all right, married younger women. Okay, but to do that now is absolutely stupid. All right, and you put a stain on the ministry. Anyway, I just wanted to go into that. Again, as the scriptures say, the joy of the hypocrite is but for a moment. Okay, and you got particular pedos, all right, Catholic pedos, all right, registering with QR codes. Let me see if I can look that up. Yeah, check this out. Priests set to receive QR codes to show they're not sex offenders. The French Catholic Church will soon provide priests with QR codes that reveal whether they are sex offenders. This is how bad it is amongst you Edomites. Anyway, on to the next, man. I just wanted to do that lesson. The Spirit just jumped on me to do it. All right. Shalom.